name is Stephen Walters, and I'm a staff therapist here at the Summit Counseling Center. The main area that I work with is anxiety disorders or anxiety dysregulation with teenagers and adults. But I'm also a parent, and I know that sometimes our kids can really struggle with anxiety and disruptive emotions. So I thought I would take a moment and give a couple of do's and a couple of don'ts in how we talk to children, whether they're in the midst of anxiety or other big emotional events, so that we can help manage and help them learn to control those. So the first don't that I recommend is don't tell your child to calm down. Listen, they know they need to calm down. I'm sure they don't want to be yelling and screaming. One thing that really raises anxiety is when we don't feel like we have control. And by trying to ask your child to do something that they can't do in the moment, that they don't have control over, it's just going to make the emotion harder and bigger. So don't say calm down. I get it. It's from a place of love, but it's not that helpful. So don't say calm down. But do teach your children the words so that they can express the emotions that they have going on. Can your child express what, feeling angry means? Frustrated, disappointed, irritated, anxious? If they know how to define those words and express them, then when they start to have those emotional moments, when they're yelling because they don't want to go to school, or they want to fight because they're not getting what they want, or their brother did something to them for the 10th time. If they know their emotions and you ask a question like, what are you feeling? Now they can express that. They feel like they have more control, and that's going to help reduce their anxiety and the emotional outburst. So don't say calm down. Do teach them words to express their emotions. Don't wait until they're in the midst of a big emotional event to try to teach them a calming strategy. Listen, we have the Calm app, we do our breathing exercises, we have the ways that we regulate ourselves. If we wait until our child is in the midst of some big emotional event, that is not the time to try to teach that. It's not going to be effective. So don't wait until the event to teach a child a calming technique. But do teach your children ways to regulate themselves when you're riding in the car, when you're sitting at dinner, when you're having bedtime. Just the normal times when they feel in control or at peace or calm. And so I do want to help you and give you a couple of those calming and regulation skills that might be a benefit. One is a good breathing technique. Now with kids, one way that we try to help them learn to breathe is by having them try to shoot a spitball across the room with their straw. So a big breath in, so you get the power, and then breathe out to shoot it. Now they're breathing and they feel like they're getting to make a mess without actually making a mess. Another good breathing thing is blowing bubbles. So ask them to blow a lot of really small bubbles, which requires a big breath in and then a quick burst out. Or a really big bubble, which is a big breath in and then a long slow out. By doing that, we're helping them breathe. Another one is the roller coaster breath. So you breathe in when you go up and you breathe out when you go down. So in, out. And going through their hand is a way to help them breathe and to help settle some of those big emotions. And then another regulation skill is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's where, what are 5 things that you see? What are 4 things that you hear? What are 3 things that you could touch? What are 2 things that you smell? And what is 1 thing that you taste? And normally I just ask kids, what does it taste like inside your mouth? So remember, we don't want to wait till the emotional event to try to teach them a regulation skill. We do want to practice those when things are going really well and things are fine, in the car, at dinner, going to bed at night, so that when they do start to have those big emotions, they can practice the skill and remember how they felt when things were feeling better. Then the last step for us is we don't want to tell them at the end of the event, hey, that wasn't so bad, was it? I get it. We're trying to make them feel better and to help them know that they don't always have to get emotional. The problem with that is, what happens if next time it's a bigger deal or something is more disruptive? Now they're going to feel bad. There's going to be a level of guilt about the fact that it wasn't that big and they got mad. Or they're going to feel like you don't understand how big of a deal it was for them, that they really, really didn't want to go to school that day. So we don't want to say, that wasn't so bad, was it? What we do want to say to them is, I am really proud of how you did this to help feel better. I'm really proud of how you did your breathing. I'm really proud of how you told me about your feelings. I'm really proud of how we did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm really proud that you used your skills and now you feel better. So don't tell them it wasn't that big of a deal, was it? do tell them specifically how you're proud of them. If you'd like to know a little bit more about how to talk to an anxious child, I have a talk that I would love to do for your church, your school, or your community. Or if me or any of the other therapists here could help you or your children learn how to better handle some of those emotions, we would love to help. Thank you so much.